Hey, folks, 1 year ago, we're not there, there we are. 1 year ago, on the 7th of February, 2026, President Donald Trump issued an executive order in which he ostracized, he castigated the South African government for its conduct regarding its racial minorities and for its conduct towards the United States. In that executive order, he also opened a window after having closed the U.S. refugee resettlement program, opened a window to South Africans. On the 7th of February, I went live for 3 hours and 48 minutes before I later went ahead and appeared on Gareth Cliff's show to explain to people what's happening. Just 2 hours after President Trump's executive order, I did this broadcast. And you'll find that pretty much everything I said was pretty accurate. Now, the first people directly affected by that are the folks I nicknamed the 59ers. And I have a couple of 59ers with me today, and then we're going to open up the chat to other refugees who want to join us to commemorate 1 year anniversary of South Africans arriving. 1 year ago today, I was sitting at OR Tambo Airport at the Wimpy eating my breakfast when one of my viewers early in the morning said, "Hey, Colonel Wyatt, they have opened up the program to other people, and there's a statement of interest." So I went there, I recorded a short video, and I already knew that the 59ers were on their way, but they had not landed yet. I had already interviewed Thea von Straten at Linwood East, and I knew that they were going to land. But until I had double confirmation from two sources that they had safely landed, because a plane can turn around, you never know, until I knew they landed safely in Washington, D.C., I did not announce it. I happened to be flying to Cape Town, and by the time I got to Cape Town, as I was driving up towards Gordons Bay, I finally got I was in Somerset West when I got the confirmation, and I went ahead and told people they arrived. Well, among those in that crowd are two with me today. Two you probably know. We've got Earl Langton and Charlotte Kleinhaus, who came over as refugees last year, and we're just going to chat with them now. And anyone who is a refugee, shortly I'll open the program up to you with the link. You'll be able to pop on and join us with the link here shortly. So everybody, thank you very much for joining us today. And let me welcome my initial guest, and hopefully have a lot more, as we commemorate 1 year since South Africans began arriving here. Now there are over 6,700 South Africans who are here, probably 7,000 this month. We'll get the figures at the end of May, and that's the current situation. Among the first, the 59ers, the Voortrekkers, those who charted the way, we have Earl Langton and Shaw Kleinhaus. Gentlemen, welcome to the program this morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
All right, so Charles, you famously, BBC claimed it, you were the first interview they ever had. They're a bunch of liars. It was Thea who was the first interview.
That doesn't bother me. I don't follow that stuff.
So it's been a year. So how is the FEMA tent? Is it kind of cold up there where you're at in the upper Midwest? That FEMA tent?
Luckily, it's getting warm now. We can at least get some sunshine some days. It's better now. The tents are still okay.
All right. So how are you getting around? Are you getting around with a horse and buggy? Are you hitchhiking?
We walk and we hitchhike. Sometimes people pick you up. Sometimes they don't.
Oh, they feel bad for you seeing you on the side of the road. Is that how it works?
Yeah, they say sorry. These poor Africans, let us give them a lift.
Now, Earl, I've come down. I've met you. You were the first refugee that I got to meet in person on this side of the Atlantic, and we went to your first American baseball game, as I recall, with you and Jay. How has your year gone so far?
It's been absolutely amazing. I mean, work's been good. People out here are friendly. Just best thing that could have happened to us.
Well,
I actually got an interesting little note there. I've been invited to go to a ball game again. The Barons next day after tomorrow. So only two baseball matches I've ever seen are both in the same stadium.
Well, there you go. Well, I mean, you're not exactly in the heart of baseball. You're not near Atlanta or something like that. So the big professional teams, major league teams are further away. But so, folks have come over, and it's been challenging at times for some folks. But both of you have done pretty well, despite a few personal challenges in your lives. Earl, if I may ask, is Jay doing well? I know people know that she was ill. Is she doing well now?
She's actually... we're waiting for some confirmation, but the cancer has spread, so chemo is kicking her butt. But she's doing okay. She's actually listening in the other room. She's not going to join us today.
That's fine.
But she is listening.
Well, I apologize for bringing the topic up, but people got to know your family, and I just wanted to check in and wish our thoughts and prayers, and hopefully prayer has an effect there for her and for your family. It's been an interesting.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. It's been an interesting year for you, Charles. I mean, you landed in Buffalo, if I recall correctly, and you're like, exit stage left. I'm not staying here.
Mhm. I was there for 8 days.
So that was what, 8 days too many?
Yeah, no, no, it was all right, but that it wouldn't have worked for me. That city life is not for me. I'm not gonna drive in a bus and stuff like that. If you want to, you can, but I didn't want to.
Well, one of the interesting things, guys, about this whole experience this past year is that of course the media keeps saying this is a program for white farmers and for Afrikaners exclusively, and it's a racist program. First off, we'll talk about it a little bit later on, but the thing about white farmers is I just did 4 meet and greets in Tampa and St. Petersburg and Orlando over the weekend. And of the 140 plus South Africans whom I met, less than 10 were farmers. So apparently somebody got the memo wrong. Now, Charles, you're actually a farmer. That's why I raise it.
Yes. No, not all of them are farmers. And there's an Indian man here. I've spoken to him. He's in Texas. There's a mixed race. You can't say colored in America. Apparently, it's racist. But in South Africa, it's normal.
Well, I do say colored. I explain to people.
Yeah, in Sioux Falls. And they also came on the same program, also have the same issues there. So,
Yeah, program.
no, there's no such thing that it's only for white farmers. That's a nonsense.
So,
People always
Char, I'm
talk
curious.
nonsense.
The last time we spoke, you were on the farm and your boss needed you to get busy working, so we had to cut the conversation short. So, I mean, how are you doing? I mean, you've got family there.
Very well.
You've got a job. You've got a place, obviously. You're not living in a FEMA tent. What has been, after 1 year, been the best thing about coming here for you, Charles?
Yeah. The way the people are and the opportunities that's available in America for not based on your skin color, just based on if you're willing to do something, you can do it. The opportunities are insane. I wish I could have come 20 years ago, but it's good. I'm here. I'm extremely happy. I'm here. I must just check it my language.
Well, are you missing South Africa at all? I mean, at some point, people get what I say in German, Heimweh.
Nah. Some of the food I miss, yes, sure. Spur, biltong, that's cheap. Yeah. That's about it.
All right.
And
Well,
also stuff. I can watch YouTube documentaries, or I can go to Texas and see the Big Five if I want to. So no, I'm good.
the Big Five is the Cowboys and the Houston
They have them
Texans.
there. There's lions, tigers, whatever you want to see. You can even go hunt antelope there.
Well, that's true. It's definitely
Yeah.
a big state. You can do a lot of hunting there. Well, that's fascinating. I'm curious. I want to hear that. So, Earl, your journey has been a good one as well, but as I said, some challenges for the family as we went along there. What has been the most amazing part of this experience for you?
Over and above everything that everybody's saying, I think the people just that everybody's just been so welcoming and accommodating, and even those who have differing opinions have even gone, welcome and hope you do well here. I haven't had a negative person in the entire time that I've been here related to us coming over.
Well, that's amazing because we've had a little of that recently. We've had people being abused by leftists who were insulting and rude to them. Also had some bad case officers for some of the more recent arrivals, which is unfortunate. But it's interesting both of you talk about that perspective, how friendly people are. Most of the people that I interviewed who came after the 59ers and they waited several months to get over here, the first thing they said is the best thing is how safe they feel. And even some of the 59ers, the Hudson-Beg family, one of the first things Willem told me, he says, my kids can go out on their bicycles and I don't have to sit there and limit them to just, 50 meters each way because they're not safe. They can just run around the neighborhood and it's safe. So safety was a big thing for folks. So it's interesting. I'm sure it was big for you as well, but that was the predominant thing that people told me. So let me ask this question of you, Charles. You've done this. You're over here. You're in the upper Midwest. You're farming, which is your first passion, I believe. And do you have any regrets about sending in that PRM email, being part of the 59ers, and charting a path for everyone else?
Not at all. No, this is amazing, really. I can't believe we're here. I must say thank you to the President of America, President Trump, and thank you to America, the people. Really, the people here are super amazing. We were really looking for someplace safe and secure that we can have also the equal rights to everybody else, and exactly what you get here. It's safe. I struggled to sleep the first 3 months because there's no fences here, no gates, no security booms. It was a struggle for me to sleep. Now I'm sleeping. I don't even lock any door. I leave my key in my car sometimes when I go to certain shops. I won't do it in South Africa. I promise you that.
Well, Charlotte, looks
But
like
it's amazing. I
looks
love
like
this place, honestly.
looks like you've got a coat hanger stuck in your mouth there. You're smiling so much. All right. Okay, Earl, so over to you. Any regrets about being one of the Pathfinders, one of the floor trackers that set the path for the others, almost 7,000 that are here now?
No, not at all. I don't regret any of the steps that we've taken, and I think maybe just to elaborate on the last question, I speak about how the people are here and how friendly they are. I roll into that safety. It's beyond safety. You don't just feel safe and secure; you feel welcomed. So it's not that safety isn't the highest priority for us. It's beyond safety. It's more than just that. And I'm very happy to say that as much as it's been a year, we were able to keep from the day we arrived. The blur is kind of messing it up. The flag that we received when we actually walked through the gates at the airport a year ago.
That's pretty awesome. That was it was an interesting experience. I remember that you had like a deputy or undersecretary of state who greeted you there at the airport, and of course the South African media, Charles, began reporting that after the 59 arrived that most of them weren't working, and they reported this 4 weeks after you're here. I had to point out to them, number one, that many of you didn't have Social Security numbers yet, and you can't work without that, and that's not up to you. That's not the job market. That's the bureaucracy. I also had to point out to them that half the people standing there were under the age of 18 and won't be working. They should be in school. I mean, it's amazing the nonsense that the propaganda that the media spread about you guys, Charles, last year. I mean, you both of you guys definitely got a lot of attention in the media because you were willing to talk to the media. And so I think both the media tried to exploit both of you in some ways. Did you feel in any way that you were being exploited, Charles, by the media last year?
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely. I had a lot of media attention, negative, positive, all kinds of stuff. I had bad messages from people saying, go back to your country and stuff. But I take it with a grain of salt. There will always be people against something, and there will always be people for you. So just take everything as it comes and talk to people, get to know people, and then you'll be pleasantly surprised how great and accommodating and welcoming American people are. And you will soon understand why American people are so proud of their nation. This country is something to be proud of.
Well, I really appreciate that. I just want to give a note to people in the chat. Look, if you're coming here and be a Debbie Downer or a Betty Bummer, please don't be here. I've already seen comments about how this program's only for those who can afford it. You're full of crap. Most of the people, I'd say about half the people come over are flat broke and have no money and had to find a way to get themselves passports and make their transport to get to and from meetings. So stop that. Also, I saw comments about I'm losing faith in the program because it's been this long. No one's left behind. Stop this. Stop this self-centered, entitled attitude. And if that hurts your feelings, then you should leave the stream because this is not about that. We're not here to listen to whining. First off, no one's been left behind. No one's been left behind. The program is in country. It's not a standard refugee program. And hundreds of thousands of applications are probably in. I can't disclose what the real number is here, as if I even knew it. But the bottom line is no one's been left behind. Let's stop with the Debbie Downer stuff. If you want to complain, come on the Refugee Cafe Clutch on Sunday. That's when you can come and complain. We're here to celebrate 1 year of South Africans in the program. And I'm going to open up in a few minutes to all refugees who've come over who would like to come in. And if you're a sourpuss, then just, watch and don't come in the stream. Anyway, so Earl, I want to ask you a question specifically, Earl. That is, last year I was contacted by CNN in the summertime here in the Northern Hemisphere, and they said, we want to do a documentary about South Africa before the G20 because they're hosting it. I want to talk about where South Africa's at. We also understand that you know a lot about South Africa. We've checked up on you, and also you seem to have your pulse on the refugees, and we'd like to interview a refugee as part of this program. And I said, okay, well, that's great. So we can do that. And they said they contacted you, and you were a little reticent initially. And you and I chatted, and we discussed it, and I said, and you asked whether you should do it. And I said, that's your decision, but let's see what they want to do. I mean, they can't alter what you say as long as you're clever about what you say. They'll be fine. So I don't say that I convinced you to do the CNN documentary, but you did it. I would say you came off very well in that, but the rest of the documentary was absolute garbage, and I wasn't included. So in interest of full disclosure, this isn't bitter beans, but I wasn't included. But I got a free flight to Birmingham, and I got 2 nights in a hotel paid for them. So Earl, my question to you is, do you feel that I hoodwinked you, or do you feel are you not happy about having participated in that CNN that interview?
Well, Colonel, that slop that Donny O'Sullivan called a actual a documentary was ridiculous. An hour 45 meeting that we had with him, all the questions that were asked, the time you spent with him, and they focused on, kind of the one time out of the entire discussion, the one time I dropped the F bomb because I felt so passionately about it, and it was ridiculous. It was stupid, but no, you kind of you guided and you assisted as best you can. You didn't try and prompt anything. You kind of helped me with the facts and just clarify things. I appreciated what you did. I didn't appreciate what they did.
Well, yeah, I'm with you on that one. And so I also participated in another. Charles definitely South African. I see he stepped outside for a ciggy. probably
I
20
think I
minutes.
must have a beer.
20
Why
minutes.
not?
20 minutes without a cigarette. He was probably going crazy there. But yeah, no. So I
I'm
also
gonna open a beer soon.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. But I also participated in another documentary. I don't know if you got a chance to see it, Earl, because it was behind the paywall for CakeNet. And that was Belofteland, in which Rian van Heerden made this documentary, a genuine documentary about South Africans in America and also refugees. And so CakeNet flew me up to Twin Falls, Idaho, and that's where I got to meet the Hutzenberg family in person, which was pretty cool. But that was a very different documentary. They made a genuine effort. Now, it was left of center, but much of it was, fair, including the portion where the Hutzenberg family was interviewed. What they said was all put on camera. What I said was on camera. So a lot of respect. But we got to watch these media guys. They're always looking to get people. Are you still getting contacted by media, Earl?
Yeah, I've got a couple of people that are contacting me, and generally I decline. Just out of all the people I've dealt with that I've spoken to, it's the media that I get the most pushback and negativity from. I was also on that same show, a different episode, and that was really even, and the questions were good, and it was presented nicely. So that was one of the rare good experiences that I had with that, with the media. But other than that, you know,
Oh, so you were in Belofteland then?
yes, I was. I think I was the fourth episode.
Okay, I think I was in the fifth episode. I think came after that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they flew down here to Alabama, and they had I think it was in September that they came to see us.
All right. Well, I was impressed with how professional they were and the team and everything. For me, it was a very good experience, and also they paid for my flight to Twin Falls, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was a cool experience. The fun thing is, the interviewer. I actually grew up listening to him on the radio, so it was a little bit of known territory.
There you go, Charles. It's been 1 year. Young man, you must apply for a permanent residency now. Are you in the process of that? Have you started? How's that going?
I'll do it tomorrow. Everybody's doing it today, so the system is clogged. I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds a little dodgy to me. Earl, what about you and family? You ready for the permanent residency application?
Yeah, we've already kicked that all off. We've got appointments set for in the next couple of weeks, and yeah, just got to go through the process.
Now, Earl, the job that you were doing as a manager when I got down there, if I'm not mistaken, you may have moved to a different job. Is that true? And if so, are you happy with what you're doing?
Yeah, I made the decision to leave the job that I was doing. It was over 70 miles that I was driving in each direction every day. And that was around about when Jay was diagnosed. So I decided to stay, move back home. And yeah, I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. And there's some kind of growth opportunities within that position. So I'm holding thumbs for a step up there, going back to a manager.
Well, that's pretty awesome. So, other than that, what's work? Obviously, when I say other than that, what has been the biggest challenge? It's been a year now, so there will be some challenges. And aside from any personal medical stuff, we don't want to focus that. But what has been the biggest challenge as far as having settled here in America for you, Earl?
I think getting a job. So it's easy to get a job when you're looking at. I wouldn't say lower level is a bad way of phrasing it. Just lower pay rate.
Entry level. How's that?
Yeah, I'd say entry level, maybe a little above that. Those are easy to get. They're abundant. Everybody's looking for people to work all the time, so there's lots of jobs around. But when you want to start stepping up and going to management level and the type of stuff that you would have experience for, that's hard because there's so many people applying all the time. You're competing with hundreds of people on every application. So it's a job, getting a job.
No, I can imagine. Charles, you had a job from almost day one, the moment you arrived where you're at after you relocated. And famously, you're the first person out migrate, Charles. Did you realize that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you're the first one to say, the hell with this, I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah.
So if we can, how did that come about? Did someone mention to you that you had an opportunity out there and you said, well,
Yes,
I'm going to
yes,
go
yes.
for this?
A lady got in contact with me on Facebook, a South African lady that was working on the farm before. Said to me if I want a job on the farm. Sure. And I came to the farm.
And there you go. Have you had any trouble as a consequence with your case? I mean, did you get another agency or did you do everything on your own afterwards?
No, I did everything on my own afterwards. I did my own social security card. I went, there's a center here in town that you go to. It takes about, the sun is in my eyes.
Yeah.
It takes about, mine was 2 weeks. I got my social security number after I applied. You just take all your paperwork, give it in and do it.
Did you get your grant funds that the federal government gave? Did that eventually get to you as well?
No. No, I didn't ask for that, so I was good.
Wow, so you never got the $2,000 per head?
No.
Okay, so why don't you?
But we did stay. They paid for our accommodation that first week.
Okay,
so that I think was more than enough.
Okay, well, but there's still money left in that, and you can use that for super chats. I'm just saying.
Okay. I made money with Sean Nicklin this weekend.
So I've opened up the window to other South African refugees who've come over. This is for refugees. Is that Wade?
Hello, how are you?
Older. How about you?
I'm very good, thank you.
So Wade, are you one of the folks who's come over to the U.S., I assume?
Yes, sir, I have.
And where are you at?
I'm also in Yankton, South Dakota, funnily enough.
Oh, okay. All
Hello,
right.
Wade.
Hello, Sean.
I'm guessing you know each other.
No, we don't.
We haven't
I didn't
met.
even know there's another South African here.
Well, there's only like
Yeah.
there's only like 45 people in Yankton. How could you not know him?
That's great down here. There's 15,000 people in Yankton. It's a big city.
Yeah. It's an incredible time.
Oh my goodness! All right, so Wade, when did you arrive?
I arrived in the beginning of February.
So you just got there. You're like, as we say in German, nagelneu.
Yep, that's true. Just got here. And we've also just had a baby.
Oh my goodness!
Congratulations.
Congratulations! Wait a second. Is that an anchor baby? Now we can't get rid of you?
Yes, that's clever.
Something
I
like
wish I
that.
could do that.
These damn illegals coming in the country, dropping babies on our doorstep.
Next thing you know, we're going to put up education centers.
Yeah. Make millions.
I think the term you're trying to use, Charles, is a Laring Center.
Learning centers. Yes, I'm waiting for my $1 million learning center I need to put up here.
No. It's not a learning center. It's a Laring Center.
Okay, but whatever the Somalis got, we want it.
Yeah, apparently. Donnie popped in here. Donnie, either pop on the screen or I'm going to pop you out of the room there. I just got a blank screen and a blank microphone. So please either join the conversation or I'll drop you off, or you can drop off on your own. All right, so Earl, it's been a year. Can you believe it's been a year?
No. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh man, it's the show with the Colonel this morning. It's a year. And then the chat, we have our 59er group that's been expanded a little bit, and messages started popping up there talking about, congratulations and how everybody was feeling. So yeah, don't feel it at all.
Wow. What about you, Charles? Can you really believe it's been a year?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I don't know. It's a calming feeling to be here. To know that we finally now have been here a year. We've gone through the growing pains of being here, and I think everything's looking good. To be honest, very good.
Well, that's good. Okay, let me go around the horn real quick. We've got some recent arrivals in the chat. Donnie joined us, and then we've got Fonz. Fonz looks like Hendo. My goodness, you're looking like Hendo now. And then we've got the Hotzenberg family, whom I neglected to send the link. I told them about the show, but I didn't send the link. So they just got a short while ago. So, Donnie, where are you at?
I'm in South Africa. I'm in Cape Town at the moment. I'm still waiting for USCIS to get back to me, but I've done the entire the entire process and everything. It's been 7 weeks now since I've done it, and I've been following you and watching your show every day now. So yeah, I'm still in a waiting process. I'm just waiting to be confirmed, basically.
Okay. All right, but thank you for popping on. But it's supposed to be for the folks who've come over already. So I hope you follow the instructions from.
Oh,
USCIS.
sorry. I apologize.
No, don't need to apologize. I'm saying I hope you follow the instructions from USCIS a little bit better. I'm just teasing you. I'm just teasing, Danny.
I know.
No, it's okay. You're welcome to hang out with us. Fonz, oh my goodness, you look like Hendo. I thought Hendo popped on there.
My brother from another mother.
You even sound like Hendo. What is that, Hendo? Oh my goodness. So and then we got Willem and Kara up there in Twin Falls. So we've got some more 59ers.
Hey, Colonel.
Hey, Willem, how's it going, man?
Good in you?
Well, it's another day. How's Twin Falls? A lot of refugees arriving there. Tell me how amazing it is.
Yeah, there is a lot. I'll tell you in private, I'm not so happy with the current place I'm at. There was an incident where I was sprayed with chemicals in the face. So I had a bad 2 weeks with chest pains and breathing difficulties. So you'll see I'll gasp for air every now and then, but we're working on that.
Well, that's crazy. Sorry, we got multiple stuff here. So
Luckily, it's cold still. There's no flies because I'm always with my mouth open now.
trying to breathe and gasp for air. That's crazy. So was that a work-related incident, or was it?
Yeah, it was a work-related incident.
All right. Well, workers' comp. Make sure you check into that.
They actually closed the case, and they used my leave days, my personal leave days, and I'm like, what are you doing? So they advised me now that I told them it's allergies, which is not the case. So I'm like, nope. Even the doctor's report states it's the chemical that burned my lungs. So.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's it's like a country song here, Charles. If it weren't for bad luck, there'd be no luck at all. Oh my goodness.
No, I'm totally this thing. Don't worry, you'll get your money. Don't worry.
All right, so listen, Charles. I want to know what's in the water up there. Wade's running around having babies here. What's going on?
What do you do, Wade? Where do you work?
I work in Nebraska at a tractor dealership.
Okay.
Okay. Do you sell John Deere's?
No, I sell Case International.
Okay, Case is fine. Let's make sure one of the Chinese crap wasn't coming up, or Mahindra.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with Mahindra, but we try to get to sell American stuff here. All right, so Wade, if you don't mind, can we know the name of your child? Did you name it?
His name is Jackson.
Jackson. Okay. All right. There you go. That's such an Afrikaans name, not. So, listen, now that we've got Hendo in Fonz in the program, he wasn't too thrilled about Denver. It was too cold for him, but are you doing better now, Fonz?
Much better. It's like 53 today, so...
Ooh, it's like summer for the Rockies.
Well, for the next 4 or 5 months, we'll be okay. Then I'll complain again.
All right. Well, if you're not complaining, then it's not real life. Someone's always complaining. Earl, when you decide to come over here, this is a big deal. I mean, bringing your family over, being along with Charles there, and the Hudsonbergs, part of that 59ers group. When you came over here, was there any trepidation on your part? I mean, should I do this?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we just hit this big red reset button on our entire lives. Going from everything we knew to something completely foreign to us. So, yeah, absolutely. But I don't regret it for a second. If I look at my kids in school, they hate the weekends because it's too far away from being in class and seeing their friends at school. I mean, I keep on checking them and wanting to send them to the doctor to go and see if they're okay.
Yeah, no, it's interesting because I'm surprised at the number of South Africans whose kids come over that actually enjoy school here. They actually love it. They can't wait to go to school. Keep hearing that. Now, Charles, you're your kids, of course, love. I know they love school film. So, Charles, I don't know if you had any younger kids. I know you had an adult daughter.
My grandson is in the 2nd grade.
Okay, but you had an adult daughter there as well, right?
Yes.
And how's she doing? Is she adjusting well?
Very well. She's a manager now at one of the shops here. Ivy. I don't know. You know Ivy.
Hy-Vee is a supermarket. Yeah, we have them in Iowa,
Yes.
and I used to be in Iowa. It's a Midwestern company. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, cool beans.
What,
All right.
she's not driving trucks anymore, Charles?
Now and then, just to help out on the farm. We stay on the farm. I'm not working on the farm at all full time anymore. My son is in construction. So yeah, we're moving around. But we're
So-
still on the farm.
Alice Potgieter has joined us. Alice, welcome to you. Your microphone is on mute. Give her a second. And Grant there, I think that might be Grant O'More who's joined us. I'm still waiting for Alice's mic. There you go. Hello, Alice.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. How about yourself?
I'm great, thank you. I'm fine.
Now, are you one of the refugees that's in America?
Yes, I am. We're in Massachusetts, Boston.
Boston, Massachusetts. Okay. And how's that going for you?
We've got our ups and downs, but we're making it work.
All right. And where are you from in South Africa?
In Rustenburg.
Oh, my goodness. Everybody's coming from the Ulu Noordwest. Yes.
Couple of farmers.
Yeah, that's my old haunts, man. That's Swartrugen, Zeerust, Rustenburg, Northwest. That's my area. So, when did you get here?
We were here on the 22nd of April.
Oh, you're like brand new. You just got here.
Yeah.
I mean, you still got water dripping off the back of your pants from slipping over the border. Look, we got Wade giving us anchor babies, and you sliding across the border with wet jeans. Okay, just kidding. So Grant, welcome. How's it going? How are things for you?
Yeah, going good. Yeah, strength to strength, eh?
Oh my goodness, it sounds like you're like right here with me. You got an incredible microphone there. I have to get one of those.
It was a hand-me-down at work. So,
Sometimes that's the best. I talked to South Africans this weekend in the Tampa, Orlando area, and one of the things that we talked about beyond humility is that there's nothing wrong with you're just arriving. The Goodwill and Salvation Army and yard sales and flea markets are your friend. Sometimes the best thing you get is something you get inexpensive or it's a hand-me-down. You never know. So Grant, I interviewed you previously, did I not?
Yes, you did, sir.
And you had some interesting news, if I recall. You'd only been here like 4 months, and did you buy something?
Yeah, bought the house here in
You
Cuba.
bought a house? What the hell is this?
House.
Aren't you supposed to be living in a FEMA tent?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So no, it's going really, really well. Yeah, we got the house in. We moved in the 28th of January. We've been doing some bit of maintenance and repairs and making the garden look nice. The wife is a green thumb, and she's quite the slave driver, as you can imagine. Yeah, she knows how to put me to work.
Well, that's good. I bring that up because
it's going well.
All the stuff that they talk about the program. Look, all of you have had your challenges. I'm sure it's not an easy thing to do. Last year, what did I say? I said this isn't easy. I also said it's going to separate and break up some families. But I said it's up to you to make your decision. Now, by show of hands, which of you here did I twist your arm and make you come to America? Please raise your hand if I did that. Okay, nobody raised their hand. Oh, Philip, put your arm down. I didn't even know who the heck you were until I went to Idaho. Oh, look at this. You're all a bunch of liars. You're a bunch of ferrayas. No, but seriously, it's been. Can you believe it's been a year? Let me just go round the horn. We'll go with Charles there because I know he wants to go get another ciggy soon. So, Charles, can you believe it's been a year?
No, it's crazy. Time has flied. Those first 3 months was tough, really tough. But after that, time has really flown. And
Yeah, it's just
I would
that.
say since November, easy peasy.
Okay, well, it just took some time to get your feet settled, and
Yeah.
so that's good. Earl, can you believe it's been a year?
No, it's been an amazing year. Tough. I had its highs and lows, but doesn't feel like a year.
Well, it's interesting because I keep referring to Fonz as Hendo, but at our meet and greet in Tampa, there's a tall gentleman who is a dead ringer for Gareth Cliff. I'm going to have him on the program soon. He just got to Tampa, so we'll have the Gareth Cliff impersonator on the show. But let's get my Hendo impersonator, Fonz. Can you believe it's been a year since the program? Now, you haven't been here for a year, but it's been a year process. What do you say, Fonz?
Yeah, you see, I can't believe it. I can't believe it's been 12 years, 12 months ago this time. I was in a panic. I was typing emails and getting documents ready. Yeah, and it's been 5 months that we've been here, and the 5 months that we've been here, it's been just blessing after blessing. It's been amazing. My wife is working. She's absolutely enjoying it. My daughter is in school. She's in grade 6. She's having her first dance this Friday. So, no, thank you to President Trump and the American people. I mean, I can't say more than that. It's just unbelievable.
So, Willem and Cara, you guys have had some a little misfortune and misluck, but you've also had some really good stuff happen to you there. When I arrived, you had more cars than I did as refugees, and that Baki, man, I almost stole that damn thing from Cara. It was so nice. And then daughter in college already, kids in school, happy as clams. Can you believe it's been a year?
No, we can't.
It feels like it's been longer. Actually, we enjoyed so much here. We've been feeling at home. I think it's longer.
We have our medicals coming up tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. So for the green card application. So that's interesting times. But we have been blessed to connect with phones there. We've been blessed since we came here. We've been blessed all the way. Like I told the guy at the center where we are, when he was making nasty comments about President Trump, I told him, you're barking up the wrong tree. Because if it wasn't for President Trump, none of us would have been here. So maybe go and look for some laptop to rant and rave to, but we definitely not the crowd.
Some libtard. Now, this is it's not a morose thing, but I have to say this is that honestly, of the nearly 7,000 now that are over here, this is a sad fact, but the reality is it wasn't President Trump. Some of those 7,000 would be dead now. They would have been victims of the violence in South Africa.
No, for sure.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Alice, you got here recently. I don't know when you heard about the program because we haven't done an interview, but can you believe it's been a year? And were you surprised by President Trump's executive order?
Yes, I was very surprised, and it's like a godsend because we were praying for this for years. We were praying for this for years. There's a lot of families out there still hoping and praying they can go through this program, and yeah, it takes a long time, but I think we've got a lot to be grateful for. We, as Afrikaners, we're very stern people when we know what we want in life.
No, Alice, I think the word you're looking for is stubborn, not stern.
Stubborn might be confused with stern because we know what we like.
Okay, I'm going to stick with stubborn.
Okay, a little bit stubborn, but that's a good thing because if it wasn't for our stubbornness, then we might have all been dead by now. Yeah. But I can tell you, because we fight for what we want. And we're honest people. We are lovable people. We do love each other. I can guarantee you that. And we'll find a way to make things work in this country, just like in South Africa. But with this program, I believe that there's a lot of opportunities here. I've seen this, and yeah, I've only been here since the 22nd, but I've also seen some bad things as well, which I believe we're here for a reason. So if we make it work, and I've already started cleaning here in front of our apartment. People are looking at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah, I'm cleaning it. Getting the little things out of the way and just being an Afrikaner at my best.
All right. Well, thank you, Alice. Fon's holding up his American flag. By the way, that was the first purchase that Willem and Cara made when they arrived, and I think that's the case for a lot of South Africans. I think they went to Walmart and bought American flag. Correct, Willem?
Yes, yep. We did. Yeah, and we still proudly fly our American flag.
Well, awesome.
And there's one thing that I want to say. We are still living proud cowards.
I forgot about that, Cara. Yeah, I remember they called you cowards. That's right. That was Ramaphosa, if I remember correctly, that said that.
Yeah.
But don't worry, Ramaphosa's he's quaking in his boots right now because life's not going so well for him. His impeachment's underway, which is long overdue. Grant, it has been 1 year since the first South Africans arrived here. it's almost unbelievable. I mean, I can't believe a year has passed. A year ago, I was sitting in Wimpy, when I got the statement of interest message and I did that video. And then when I got to Somerset West, that's actually when folks landed, and I could confirm it. Can you believe it's been a year? I mean, it just went by so fast.
It has. I was speaking to the wife the other day, and I said, we've been here for 6 months, and she's like, we haven't. It's now going on 9 months. So,
wow.
Time flies when you're having fun, and yeah.
Well, that's
been good.
That's a good point you make there. You're like, it's been 6 months. You're like, no, it's been 9 months, dear. 9 months. Wow.
9 months. Yeah.
Okay.
So that person's been removed. There'll always be some clown that shows up, some hater. So we knew that. So I've removed that person. Anyway, I didn't report them. I don't know if they're just being childish, but they've been removed. Anyway, what's that? As well as a coin there. It's a little bit of is that a US 250 coin you got there, Fonz?
Yep, that's it.
That's pretty cool. I got a really cool coin this weekend in my trip. So where's it at here? This coin was given to me this weekend when I was in Tampa. And this coin is actually it was in Orlando, excuse me. This is, you probably can't see it very well, Paul Kruger, 200th anniversary of his birth from 2025. It was only 200 of them were made, and it's an Oranje coin. I've never been to Oranje, but on the back, the little boy, and there's the statue of Kruger that's up in Oranje. So that's interesting. So Grant, let me ask this question, because Grant O'More is not a very Afrikaans name. I keep getting accused of never talking to English-speaking South Africans. Are you actually Afrikaans in your background? I don't remember if I asked you that question or not.
My wife is Afrikaans.
Okay.
Yep. I'm born of Irish descent.
Oh well, then you don't like the English either.
Yeah, no. The accent irritates me.
Oh, well, I'm not a big fan of the Vit cunt myself. Check out that dollar bill they've got there. Anyway, all right, so 1 year, and here we are a year later, and people are still coming over. I know a lot of people think the pace is slow, but they need to bear in mind there's a lot of challenges to this program. So you guys got all kinds of coins. Look at this, he's showing coins and bills and everything. So Grant, any regrets about doing this?
No. Not even the slightest bit. I stand to my word. God bless America and nowhere else. And I will preach that every day, regardless of who it offends. In fact, I hope it offends people. They can get their heads screwed on properly. Yeah.
So, Charles, it's spring. You guys out planting already? Because you are one of the few farmers we actually haven't came over.
Yeah, no, started planting. Everything is going.
What are you guys planting? Hay, alfalfa, corn?
No, alfalfa's in the fields, corn and beans.
Okay, corn and beans. So soybeans, I assume.
Yeah, soybeans, yeah.
Are there any cattle there? Because I was just in Florida. I drove.
Yeah, yes, the cattle is crazy prices. Crazy. Did you see cattle prices?
Yeah, no, they're off the charts. Yep.
$3,000 for a young bull. What the hell?
Well, when I was on the farm,
I must bring some cattle from South Africa.
When I was on the farm, I could eat a yearling bull for $300 or $400.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of buying little calves, weaning them, selling them off again. Now you're paying $1,500 for a week-old calf.
That's just absolutely insane, because you don't know.
That's crazy.
You don't know if week-old's going to even make it. That's.
No, you don't. No. I was helping somebody on the other side. He's got about 400 of those calves. Yes. No, he was complaining. It's crazy. To pay that amount of money for a little calf is crazy.
So, Charles, while I got you on the topic, a lot of South Africans who are interested in farming envision coming over here and just starting a farm. And I try to tell them, good luck with that. Land is unbelievably expensive.
Now, whatever you thought is hard work for the black guy working for you, you're going to do it here, my boy. You're ready for that. You are Sipo. And you are Temba. You're gonna bend.
You are Sipo and you are Temba. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
No, and that's a great mindset for people to have. So Alice,
but you get paid a lot of money to do it, so don't complain.
So it's worth it. But Alice is just getting here. She obviously probably hasn't got in the job market yet, and so she'll figure that out going forward. Alice, what career field were you in?
Assistant accountant. I haven't got my degree, but my husband's got a job. He's already gone for training. We don't take nonsense. We've got our papers. We've got everything we need.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have a large house with a spare bedroom? Because I have a meet and greet up there in Massachusetts.
Only one, but you're welcome to come and sleep here in the front room.
We'll
get a bed for you.
It wouldn't be the first time I ever slept on a couch. I'll tell you that much.
It's fine. We'll make it comfortable. It's quite cozy. I have to say, I've got a nice little place. I can't complain.
So, Earl, kids doing really well?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, kids are loving it. They're all happy and healthy, and, they're making friends and getting into sport and all those fun things. So, we are absolutely brilliant. Just while I've got my opportunity, Jay is just messaging me in the background. She's asked me to just say hi to everybody and wishing everybody well.
Well, that's very kind of again, hello to Jay and thoughts and prayers to her, and hopefully that her chemo goes very well. I appreciate that. Jay's not there. Sorry, Earl. Look, I don't want to go too much into it, but let me ask this question. This is not something that you guys knew about in South Africa, and obviously it didn't occur here. And I remember that nasty Sunnyside detective was running her mouth about your case in particular, and Jay. But was it a godsend in some ways that you came over in the refugee program because Jay was able to find out that this was happening to her? And I mean, would she have known about this in South Africa?
Well, in retrospect, we suspect that she had cancer at least a year before we left. We went to go and see the doctor, and instead of the doctor doing tests and stuff, she just listened to the symptoms that Jay gave and Jay's own assessment and went, oh, well, yeah, that's perimenopause, not let's get you checked for cancer.
Oh, my God.
And then we arrived, we did medicals on this son. We found out pretty quickly what was going on, and treatment was in place. And she's already been for one full round of chemo. She's now halfway through her second round. So that's 9 chemo sessions that she's been through. And if we hadn't come to America,
you might have lost her already.
It pains me to say she would probably be gone already.
That's where I was going.
And absolutely, the place of all places to land, Birmingham, Alabama, it is basically the capital of cancer treatment and research in the world. So we were so lucky.
Well, that's kind of fortuitous, and I suppose if people have deep faith might say that it was destined to be. Maybe your hand was guided there. Yep. So, Willem and Cara, you've got young kids, and I was just in Palm Harbor, which is on the west side of Tampa Bay there, of the big bay there, and I met a young lady who went to the hospital, and she had an emergency appendectomy. In South Africa, she was told it was something else and just kind of ignored. And then she got here, and within a few days arriving, had her appendix taken out. It's just amazing how we hear how great the healthcare is in South Africa, private healthcare. But I see so many South Africans come over here who've got terrible healthcare in South Africa. That's something with you guys having young kids. Could you imagine that? I mean, they could have lost their daughter to a burst appendix if they had not been in the States.
Yeah, Colonel, we can attest to that. Cara, we were here a week, and Cara had
3 weeks.
3 weeks, sorry. 3 weeks, and Cara had to get her appendix removed. And the service we got from a state hospital, everybody here in the area that's locals, they complain about St. Luke's. And we said the service that we got there was better than what we got at Mediclinic and Netcare in South Africa. So we are not sure why they complain about St. Luke's at all, because it was absolutely amazing. So I'm grateful for our kids to be here. We can already see the big difference it makes in their lives. And it's strange, like Errol said, the kids can't wait to get back to school. And that's something that we didn't experience in South Africa. My son was black, was scared of black children, so he didn't enjoy school with the mixed races at all. He freaked out if he was in their presence. So, but now they adjusted so well. We moved.
Said they are black children here also.
Yeah, but they
way they're
are
treated.
educated and classy. They're not the damage and breakdown culture. So it's completely different. There's actually friends of color here, and you will not even say in South Africa you can spot him as soon as he opens his mouth. Here, it's definitely not like that. It's the same person, the same people, the same mindset. They're not destructive. They the way it should be. They the way people should be. And here we can live the way people should be by getting along with everybody.
Yeah, and the kids are moving to another school now. What do you call that school? Charter school, where they will be set up for their careers in the future, and they will graduate with
the trade test or the nursing degree for our daughter. So.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, I was in Twin Falls, and it's not an all-white town, that's for darn sure. Lots of Hispanics there and lots of black folks, so it's a different experience than the experience in South Africa.
I had an Hispanic mommy, but even though I think she was like 26, but she was like my mom at my workplace. She fed me, Colonel, to the extent where I gained 18 kilograms in about 3 months.
Well, early on, a couple of people made a comment about y'all that have been there for a year that some of y'all put some weight on.
I did.
So.
I lost.
Hey, Grant, I wanted to say, you mentioned earlier that your wife corrected you. It wasn't 6 months. It's been 9 months. I see, once again, that Cara corrected William. It wasn't a week. It was 2 weeks. I guess some things never change. Women are always right, Grant.
Oh, yes.
Good answer, brother.
Yeah.
Good answer.
I'll do what I want as long as she says it's okay.
You notice, Alice told us her husband's working, but I think she just won't let him on camera.
I couldn't hear you.
I said, you told us your husband's working, but I think you just won't let him on the camera.
Oh, yeah. No, shut up. Just shut up there. Oh, he's here. No,
just kidding.
What's good for him, though.
What's that?
He knows what's good for him, though.
Yeah, there you go. So, Fonz, you got to Colorado, and you got a bit of a rude awakening. Wasn't quite the Western Cape or Durban, was it?
Not at all. Near flip. Day one snowing, I think it was 10 inches of snow. Yeah. For 3 months I felt like flipping, but brown bear here. You can't go out to smoke even. Yeah, but well, now it's nice. The summer is nice, or the spring, but I dread coming November again, December.
Well, I'll tell you what. If Hendo is in the chat, I've been looking at the chat, but if Hendo's in the chat, I dare him to come on the program, and then I dare you guys to identify which one's Hendo and which one's Fonz. They would sound the same. And then Dion Sela says, look, the man's talking inches, not centimeters. Exactly right. We'll convert you all. We'll get you to standard American living. Let's ask the farmer up there. What? You're not there yet?
No, I still struggle with that conversions and the Fahrenheit and temperature. And
you are there with the driving. Because when I switched it to kilometers, we missed all the ramps and.
But I'm still struggling.
By a show of hands, who's still pricing things in their head in rand versus dollar? Okay, only the
that up a long time ago.
Only the recent arrival. Okay, Alice, I think everybody in the chat can give you advice. Charles, could you give her advice about stop thinking about rand and think about dollars?
Yeah, no, don't go convert stuff, then you're gonna not be happy about it.
No,
I'm not happy about that stuff and milk you can convert all you want. It's cheap here. But other stuff is more expensive. Just don't convert. You're making more money. You don't feel it.
What about you, Grant? If you bought a house, I think I would have passed out if I'd looked at the price of your house, whatever the price was, in rand, because it would have been a lot of rand.
Yeah. So, what I do when I do the conversion back, it's when I do big purchases, so I don't feel bad about it. Be like, you know what? I would never have been able to afford this or that in South Africa, and I'm able to do things like that. There's small things. The house was the big one, obviously, but it's a long-term investment, and the money that we put into the house, obviously, we'll get back one day if we do end up selling. Small little things like vehicles and things like that. I like to convert that back, and I'm chuffed with myself.
No, just to
You pick
compare
up
it.
vehicles here for pretty good pricing.
Yeah.
And then you convert it back and you're like, no, I would never have been able to afford that in South Africa. Yeah, I will say, if I may, it's a life-changing event. On Friday, I bought my first muscle car, got myself a Corvette.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
You have no idea how much that improves your day to start a V8 in the morning.
Oh, I've got a V8. I know what it sounds like.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Then it is the greatest feeling in the world. I love it.
Oh, that's
He's a real guy.
Look, okay, look, I mean, I set up all these damn FEMA tents in my front yard and my backyard. Charles blew me off. Earl blew me off. They went around the country, didn't come to my FEMA tents, and then they all pissed me off, so I made this song about don't come on my front lawn. But look at this, Buc-ee's and muscle cars and houses. Where that way? I'm in the wrong place. I got to move where you guys are at.
You remember when we was talking about me being in Iowa and it's idiots out walking about?
Yeah.
This is God's country, this.
Yeah,
You
no,
should definitely
Iowa's
move to
amazing.
Iowa.
Well, I mean, I lived in Iowa, so I know what you're talking about. Yeah. In
Yeah,
fact, before I moved to Pennsylvania, Iowa was the only place I ever owned a home. I bought my home there. It was actually $138,000. I bought that home in 1995. And I looked online recently. That house today, which I obviously sold it 2 years later because I went to Italy, I lost money and sold it. I sold it for $12,000 more than I paid, but because of real estate fees, I lost money. So that $138,000 house is now worth over $650,000.
On that note, with the conversions and stuff, my pension money that I still have in South Africa, I wanted to bring it over this side and invest it this side. I cannot use it until I'm 65. So I wanted to bring it this side. And if you do it that way, it's like, that sucks. And also the amount of money that you will lose just to withdrawing it that side to bring it this side, it's like, that really sucks. To think you have an amount that side and you think, wow. And if you bring it this side and look at the amount, it's like, no.
Looks like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you don't have anything. But if you take it in perspective and turn that into the dollar wise, then you understand, okay, yes, it still
sucks.
Yeah, but it still sucks.
It still sucks.
It does.
That's hilarious. I mean, it's not hilarious, but it is hilarious. So, folks, I've posted a link at the top of the chat. If you're a refugee who's arrived in the United States, you want to join us, you're welcome to pop on there. Just use the link to jump in there on Zoom. You don't have to have Zoom software. Your browser will take you there as well. But you're welcome to join us before we wrap up here. So 1 year later, folks are here. And in the crowd, we've got 4 people who've been here the full year. One that's been here 9 months, one that's been here 6 months, and one that's been here for 5 minutes. And that would be Alice. So we've got a range of folks coming over. But it's been a year, and I doubt that much of the media will even run a story about this today, Earl. They're too busy always trying to get things from you and Charles and from Thea about how bad things are and how you're not entitled and how it's not right for you to be here. But I seriously doubt that they'll commemorate and celebrate this 1 year anniversary with us. What do you think, Earl?
No, absolutely. They're interested in the gotcha moment. They're interested in those clickbaity headlines and see how bad things are, and that's it. They're not interested in the success that has been the last year. That's not for them.
Yeah,
That goes against their grain. They don't like success and positive things and happy people. They just there to break you down and lie about everything. That's their MO. So why will they do something positive?
That's a fair point.
Happy stories don't sell newspapers. That's
Yeah,
just
yeah, but sometimes bad stories don't either. Just ask City Press. I just folded. Charles, they definitely wanted to get a hold of you to tell all kinds of stories. The media tried to hunt you down, and you spoke to them. You know, some people said to me last year that that you and Earl are like media attention seekers, and I said that's not been my experience. They're just honest people. Charles, the media, are they still coming after you? They're still looking for Earl.
Yeah, a little bit. I spoke to a Japanese newspaper like in January and a German news channel in January. And then you always get New York Times and Washington Post. All of them always contact you for interviews. But I just say, hello, how are you? And can't now. I don't have the time.
You know, it's interesting because there's a Japanese newspaper, the largest newspaper in the world, has over 5 million. That one, yeah. Well, they interviewed me, and they interviewed a couple refugees like the Stoltz family, and the story never ran because the editors didn't like the story.
No, it didn't turn out the way they wanted it to turn out.
Yeah, they thought it was going to be a bad news story, and everybody had all these good things to say, and so the journalist wrote the story, and then it never ran. That's happened.
I wore my "Make America Great Again" cap with the interviews, and that annoyed them, I think.
Oh my goodness! No, but it's amazing how many there have been a lot of interviews that simply have never been aired. They've never been published. They've never been aired because the media didn't get the juicy red meat that they wanted to talk about how evil and how wrong this program is. But let me go around the horn and ask if any of you had bad experiences, because we recently had Veroshka being verbally accosted in her hotel by someone menacing her, calling her a white fascist, Nazi, racist biatch. And we've had case officers in Florida tell refugees that, well, you shouldn't be here. You're only here because you're blonde and blue-eyed and Trump's a racist. We've had a little bit of that coming up recently, and that's going to happen more with more and more people come over. But let me go around the horn. We'll start at the bottom and work our way back up in the screen. Not the bottom importance, but the bottom of the screen. Grant, have you run into anything like that? I would be shocked if you did in Iowa.
Oh, no. We've got like 5 or 6 people that protest on Sundays.
Protest what? Where?
Yeah, they've got their picket signs, and so on the way through, we'll stop by and tell them God bless America and God bless Trump, and then we'll be on our way. But we haven't gotten any like real negativity. If there is here at the workplace, I wouldn't know. The people keep it to themselves, but thus far, nothing.
Well, that's really good to hear. Alice been here a short time, and Boston is a bizarre city run by some Asian mayor who hates America. Have you had any bad experiences so far?
Mostly case workers. Some of the people on the group Soweto that we're on, they've got really bad experiences, and they are. Well, I can tell you this much: when we landed, the money was gone, and it's not only my case or the next person. There's a couple of us, but. Resilience is the answer to this type of thing, and I believe that we can work it out. We did send a couple of emails sorting it out. Most of the things that we do, we do it ourselves. We figure it out.
Boer maak 'n plan.
'n boer maak 'n plan, 'n boervrou ook. Dit kan ek jou waarborg.
Okay, well, a boervrou as well. I should have said that.
Thank you.
So, Willem.
No, but,
sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Alice.
Sorry, no, that's fine.
Okay, so Willem and Cara, when I was there, you guys were having, you were living your best lives at that time, and you moved to another location since. And then I got a really cool, Willem and I both got a really cool tour of the Chobani factory. That was really awesome on a family day. But have you guys had any bad experiences?
No, the work experience currently that I'm going through, but everybody in public, the church life, the schools, everybody that we interact with on a daily basis are absolutely amazing people. We've never heard any nasty comments. On the contrary, they quite compassionate towards what we went through. So they're quite curious here as well. Everybody asks us what happened, so I'll elaborate on the farm attack, and Cara will tell their experience. So yeah, they're quite compassionate. No one has ever made us feel unwelcome here.
Yeah, the people are actually fighting to talk to us and have their turn to speak to us. And some people say they never heard anything of the stuff that's going on in South Africa. Now that we started speaking about it, they went and researched it and actually saw what's going on there, and it's quite shocking. But the people are quite liking us this side, and the small hiccup that we're going through now, it's going to be nipped in the bud very soon. Luckily, there's people that's there for fair treatment that will oversee one person that's in a senior position that think they can use their might, but she will very soon see what's coming to her way, and that she mustn't mess with the South Africans. We have too many people that's liking us.
That thing that you said, stubborn. Yeah. I think that's exactly what they're experiencing now, because she tells me that chemical is safe for inhalation. So I'm like, really? I'm going to get dressed and drive there. I want to spray it in your face and see your reaction.
Yeah, I don't think that'll go too well. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go around and ask this question because I think that Charles and Willem and Cara, their arms are going to run out of blood from holding their phones here soon. Yeah, so I'm going to go around, finish this up, and then I'm going to start, and I'll start with Charles because I know he's got to get out of here. And then I'm going to ask you for final comments from each of you, and you'll have the screen yourself. So let me ask this question. We'll finish it. We got a couple more people. And so what the heck was my question here? I've forgotten it now. Senior moment. Oh, yeah, bad things. Fonz, you had any bad experiences?
No, the last 6 months, no. Nothing.
Charles, any bad experiences so far?
No, nothing. Like they say, people are not aware about the politics and the BE and all the nonsense that's going on in South Africa. If you mention it here, people are quite surprised to hear it, and then they have a lot of sympathy for you. And I must say, here I am, it's amazing people. I love it. People are friendly, people care, people want to give you another chance to help you get ahead in life. No, it's amazing. I met somebody here that's really helping me a lot, so no, it's cool.
That's cool. Earl, any negative experiences from folks? You said people are really nice in Alabama, but any bad experiences?
No, honeymoon period is over, and I could say we've got nothing but positive things to say.
Cool beans. All right, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to go around the horn, and we're going to start with Charles because there's no blood left in his arms from carrying that mobile phone for the last hour. And we'll start with Charles. And Charles, any final thoughts, comments, advice, recommendations to people you want to share? The floor is yours. But I'm not going to put it on a speaker because if anybody coughs, then they'll pop up and they'll interrupt you. So you're on the screen with everybody else, but the floor is yours.
It's a short message just to say to people, be patient. When you get a call from the embassy, go do your interviews and be patient. Even if it takes you a year, just be patient. There's stuff to be done. And when you get here, humble yourself. You're going to need to humble yourself a lot. You are not here as a guest of honor. You are here as a refugee. You're going to work really, really hard. But if you do that, you will succeed. This is the country where hard work gets paid for. And honestly, this is worth it for your children, for yourself, for everybody in your family. It's time for a new chapter for everybody's life, honestly.
Well, thanks, Charles. I appreciate that. If you want to drop off, you can go ahead and drop off. Thanks for joining us today. Really appreciate it. It was early for you. All right, there's Charles Kleinhaus out there in Yankton, South Dakota. All right, Fonz.
Nice seeing you, Phil.
Any final thoughts there, Fonz, you want to share with us? Anything you'd like to say about the experience for folks?
Man, I would say people concerned about medical. The medical here in the States, and I'm talking for myself, it's next level. I've never experienced anything like that. So the schools, the education is first class. My daughter is so happy. She excels in school. So that's all concerns that we had while we were still in South Africa. And for people that do worry about it, don't. It's not something to be worried about. So, and the quickest way to stop converting is by smoking.
Okay. All right, Fonz, you can go now. No. All right. Thanks a lot, Fonz. I'll let you drop off the stream. Alice, here a short time, but obviously off to a good start, showing resilience. Boervrouw is showing us how it gets done. Tell us, Fonz, I'm going to put you in the waiting room because we're dropping people off. Can you drop yourself off there? I think he's trying to hang us. Alice, let's get your thoughts, okay?
Okay, with everybody saying everything and I'm listening to some of the advice, it's actually when you do apply for this program, because this has happened to us, this is what we said. We're going to do this, we're going to make this work. This is when we started applying for the program. Now that we're here, we are experiencing problems, and it's not nice to do some of the things and hear some of the things and maybe get a neighbor that swears you, or you're not used to some of the politics here, but you knew this when you applied. You were ready when you applied. And you told yourself, doesn't matter, at least I'll stay alive. That's my advice.
No, that's pretty awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Alice. I'll let you drop off. And thank you for your time this morning. God bless.
Thanks. Bye.
So there's been one notable absence here today, folks, and not a criticism, just a statement of fact, because people are constantly asking me about it. My first interview, the first ever refugee interview that was conducted, was done in Linwood Bridge at the hotel with Thea van Straten. And Thea and I were in contact for a long time, but she went silent on me a few months ago. I hope she's well. If she's listening, we wish her the very best, and we don't want to intrude in her privacy. I do know that my messages are reaching her. They weren't. I think she had her phone off for a while, but my message reached her. So that's a notable absence this morning, is Thea's not here. And so if anyone's wondering about Thea, well, I mean, it's up to Thea whether she wants to chat with people or not. But we used to chat privately, and I kept up on her status and how she's doing, but I haven't heard from her, so we wish her the very best. Grant, it's your turn. Any thoughts, comments for the body politic, for the group at large out there? Any advice, any final words you want to share?
Everything that you're worrying about now is going to seem like petty, small things once you're here. Shoulder to the wheel, and it's just, you'll be living the dream in no time.
Well, that was pretty short and sweet. That's succinct, as we like to say, using those big former French and Latin words in English. But the Amerikaners are asking if Grant can see them. No, I don't think he can. I don't know if he's watching it. But okay, Grant, thanks a lot. I appreciate your time, taking time out of work to join us today. And congratulations on your success so far here in America. I'll let you drop off, okay?
Thank you for all the work that you're doing for us. And thank you very much.
It's my pleasure. All right, so we're down to Earl and the Hotzenbegs, and I'm going to have to do this based on longevity. While I love the Hotzenbegs to bits and their family, Earl and I have a longer relationship than you. So I'm going to break your hearts, and you're not going to go last. Earl gets to go last because Earl was the first person that I went to see in America as refugees. So you guys were second. But anyway, Willem and Cara, what do you guys want to say?
He's more special than me.
Well, I don't know about that.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Just wait your turn out. People are getting anxious and upset because things aren't working and happening fast enough. And I'm like, dude, stay calm. It will happen. There's a lot of people. For us, it took 3 months from beginning to end. And you are in 1.5 months and you already want to get anxious. So stay calm, breathe. It will happen. As we did when we were still in South Africa, and we got anxious. We were like, okay, we will forget that we applied and just go on with our lives as normal. And the next day it started happening. So just go on as normal and take things as they happen. When you get this side, just do what you can do every day.
Do your best.
Yeah, do your best, and God will take care of the rest. So, don't don't overreact about things that is not in your hands.
Colonel, I think you gave this advice to people that started the process, is to live your lives, go on with your normal lives you've applied, and wait out the process. Because if you have to look at when are they gonna call me, you're gonna go make yourself crazy. So I think that's the I'll tap into your knowledge and use that as my advice, is live your lives and wait it out, because it is coming. The process is ongoing. It just takes time. And when you're here, just do your best, work like no one's business. They call us turbo here at the plant because we can't walk. We run where we want to be because we want to get the stuff done and finish the next thing.
Are you turbo and I'm the tough chick?
Yeah, so it's turbo and tough chick that they call us. And just do your best and you will be blessed here. It's the land of opportunities, but be grateful. Be grateful for what you have. Never become entitled here.
And be humble.
You have no right to be entitled.
Well, guys, that's great advice, and I appreciate you echoing what I've told people all along: is apply, go where you're told to go, when you're told to go, deliver what you're told to deliver, whether it's documents or your person, and then go about your life and continue your life until you get that call. So thank you very much to both of you up in Twin Falls. Hugs and kisses to
Love
the kids.
you, Colonel.
Okay?
Love you, Colonel.
All right, guys. I'll let
Take
you drop
care.
off.
Love you. Bye.
God
Bye.
bless. All right, and then there were two, the Colonel and Earl. Earl, thank you so much for coming back on the program, and thank you once again for last year. I really, really enjoyed it. The baseball game with you and Jay was a highlight for me. It really was. I enjoyed it. Also, you welcomed me into your home, which was pretty amazing. And here we are a year later. It's not been a year since we did that, but it's a year later since you arrived in the States. It's hard to believe. Earl, the floor is yours, and since it's just the two of us, I can put you full screen because nobody can cough and take the video away. So you're going to be full screen for this last bit. I'm going to give you the floor, Earl. Anything you want to share with people, any advice, thoughts? Your floor is yours.
So, first of all, Colonel, I just want to say thank you to you. You've been the kind of beacon, the lighthouse that's been giving people bearing and just kind of a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. So that's the highest thing, most important thing I wanted to say. But on the rest of the stuff, people must be careful. It sounds like we're overselling this, that everybody's just going, oh, it's oh so great and everything's amazing. This is an exceptional opportunity that as long as you put in the effort and you do what you need to do, it'll only go well for you. There's going to be bad stuff and there's going to be good stuff, but as long as you take them all in their stride, you'll be good. And it's been amazing. Just on the medical thing, I think I just wanted to add a comment that everybody is concerned about the cost of medicals, and I know that's been discussed a bit. But the American culture is such that they're very preventative. So the high medical costs aren't as big an issue as long as you kind of tick all the boxes, have your vaccinations, you go for your medicals, you do that kind of stuff. You're not going to need the big ticket medical costs that everybody's worried about. So do that and you'll be fine.
Well, Earl, that's great advice. Thanks for sharing that, and I really do appreciate it, and I respect your journey that you guys have been on. It's been amazing for this past year plus, because it was February it really started, and then for you guys in the 59ers, it took a few months, and I'm sure some of the people are watching this like, well, how can they give us advice? Well, because they've gone through the program. They were under more scrutiny than anybody else. The media was up their rectums with microscopes trying to tear their lives apart and attack them. They've been through a lot, the 59ers who came over here. And so we really appreciate you popping on the program with us today, Earl. It's always a pleasure. And thank you so much for your time. And I wish you guys the very best. Let's stay in touch. And then I guess next year we'll have to do a second anniversary. By then, nobody will probably care about this program anymore, except people trying to come over. Maybe the media will have lost interest. Cheryl, I say Cheryl says I mixed Cheryl and Earl there. Cheryl. So Earl, best of luck and thanks a lot, and thoughts and prayers to Jay and for her healthy recovery.
Thank you, Colonel, and thank you to everybody in the chat that's been sending well wishes. We really do appreciate it. And just on the baseball game, I'd like to one day follow that up and we can go to maybe a football game together.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. We'll have to make a plan for that. I mean, look, I guess I assume there's more refugees in Alabama. I suppose I have to come back down to Birmingham. I mean, I'm going everywhere else. I've been to Idaho, Texas, Virginia, Ohio, New York, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Florida. I mean, North Carolina and New England are coming up. So I suppose I ought to get back there. But this time I won't have CNN paying the way.
We'll make sure there's a way of getting it done.
All right, Earl. Thanks a lot. I'll let you drop off here and I'll wrap up.
All right. Thank you, Colonel.
You're very welcome. All right, folks, that's Earl Langton down there in Alabama. And I want to thank everybody who was a guest who came on the program. I appreciate you popping on there. The person who tried to sabotage the chat, that was short-lived. But thank you all so much. It's been 1 year to the day since the first South African refugees arrived in America. Whatever your personal feelings, you should set them aside and be an objective observer about what's actually happened here. You have not walked a mile in any of these people's shoes. You are not these people. Each case is individual. Each case is separate. Each case is unique in its own way. These South Africans have been thoroughly vetted and brought over here. If the vetting was done poorly, that's the responsibility of the U.S. government. And if they failed, it will be exposed, like the Biden regime, bringing 233,000 refugees, the vast majority of whom didn't get any vetting whatsoever here. That is now being reinvestigated. That's not going to be the case with the South Africans. Their case has been thoroughly vetted. Now, if you've come to this country, welcome to America. I wholeheartedly welcome you here, and I wish you the best of success. But, as was mentioned in this chat, plan. When you run into stumbling roadblocks, when you run into a case officer that refuses to do their job, do not accept no for an answer. Don't be obstinate, don't be rude, disrespectful, but do not take no for an answer. You can get your own Social Security number. You can get many things. You can't get your AD. That's up to USCIS and the agency. But there are many things you can do. There are food banks. There are tons of food banks in this country. Americans are incredibly generous. We're not talking about 5-day-old bread and brown meat. We're talking about fresh, good, healthy food. Food banks. There are also organizations that help people with lending closets, with furniture, and things like that. Do not let people take advantage of you. Do not sit around and wait for people to help you adjust to life here. If your agency is not getting it done, then plan. Whether you're a colored or Indian or a white South African who's not an Abur or an Afrikaner, make a plan. Be the architect of your own success. It's on you. America is an amazing country, but not for lazy people. Lazy people are a drag on society. I'm not accusing anyone of being lazy. I'm just saying that if you want to succeed in this country, you have to hit the ground running. Make a plan and get moving. Also, stop pricing things in Rand. You'll be miserable. My friend went and got a burger. $7 for the burger. He did it in Rand, and he almost fell out of his chair. Now, $7 is not the same as the equivalent in Rand. Now, for me, it works the other way around. I go to McDonald's and I spend $6 or $7 compared when in Rand compared to the $18 or $20 I spend for the same food here in America. So don't do that. Make yourself successful. Be the architect of your own success. You will be redirected to the news at the top of the next hour if you'd like to hang around at noon Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. South African time. I'll be on with the news, and we'll talk about this and other events happening around the world. Thank you so much to all of my guests and to all the South Africans involved in this program. I appreciate it. For those of you still waiting, again, you are one of thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands. Many of you have very unrealistic expectations. I've said it from the beginning. This is a long process, and it's normal to wait 18 months or longer in order to come over as a refugee. An in-country refugee situation is very different. So, if this is what you intend to do, follow through the process. Be sure about what you're doing. This is not immigration. It will be difficult. It will break families apart in some cases. This is not a vacation. If you treat it as a vacation, you have no business coming here. You're defrauding my government, taxpayers, and you're cheating other people who have an opportunity to come over here. But if you're serious and your life is in jeopardy, if your future is at risk because of unjust racial persecution, whether you're white, brown, or black, then I wish you the best of luck. Godspeed. And with that, folks, that's the end of this program. My thanks once again, commemorating 1 year of South Africans arriving in the United States. And I salute you all. God bless.